Hi guys, take two. I want to show you my craft area, desk area, because I think it's going to be my goal for the end of this month or for the end of April to have this area 100% done, because it is the area that I would like to spend most of my time. Now that the weather is changing and it's going to be warmer, I don't have to spend so much time wrapped up in bed because my room is cold, and that's where I just sit in bed under the duvet. So I would like to spend more time at my desk just being productive. And as you can see, it's a mess. The whole area is a mess, and the reason for that is because I need to sort it, and I need to get everything. I need to find a home for everything. That means that I can put things away when I've finished with them, and I can find things easily, and it doesn't turn out like this again, because this is such a small area. This is a corner of my bedroom, so if I step back you can see what a small area it is. So ignore that bit there, that's all books. So basically it is from, well, really from there to there. So it is maybe 6 foot square. So I need to get this done because there is so much stuff here, and everything's little, and it needs a container to contain it, because, you know, it will roll or it will get lost under piles of stuff and things. So I really need to focus on this area. So I will give you a tour. This will be the before tour, and then when I've finished it and I'm happy with it, I'll give you the after tour. So this is my desk area. So this desk and the shelves are from IKEA. We got them about 10 years ago. The desk is just one of those ones that you buy the top and then you buy the legs separately and you put them together. And the shelves are ones that sit over the desk, so they are the same, well, slightly wider than the desk, and they came in different sizes, but somewhere else in the house, I think maybe in the garage, we've got the smaller ones which used to sit next to, so it was about this width of shelf plus 2/3, so it was a large desk area, and this was in my old bedroom, which had normal ceilings. This, I live in the attic, this is the eaves, hence why I won't have a lot of headroom to demonstrate the size of this area and to you know, to take a step back for a wide shot. So that is as far back as I can go, literally. So I'm sorry that you might get a bit motion sick with this video. So I don't have a lot of space for storage in this area. I can't go up high with the shelves. That is the only flat wall I've got. So I am trying to use the space effectively. So I've got these shelves. Originally this shelf was up there. As you can see, I've got a light bulb up there that does not work. But now it is here because my dad accidentally screwed it in the low holes on the ladder, as I call it. This looks like a ladder. And I didn't like it, but now I realise it's perfect because it means that I can have things within easy reach of me sitting at my desk, but that I don't have to have things on the desk, so I don't have to have these sort of things on the desk taking up room. I can have them slightly away from the desk but still reachable. I can have storage under here, and I can still have enough of a surface to work on my desk. So under here I've got my fountain pen inks and fountain pen accessories there, and then storage under here. I've got my my desk protector, which is Diddle. I don't know if you know Diddle, he was big in France. And my oven liner there, which is like a Tim Holtz craft sheet, which is this one, but it was a fraction of the price, and I use this for all the messy and the things that might damage the craft sheet, such as heat embossing. I know that they're heat resistant because this is actually an oven liner, but I sometimes, you know, spill things and get glue on it and accidentally cut it with my cutting knife, my craft knife and stuff. So that has all the messy stuff, and this has just inking stuff on it because it was a lot of money. I've only got it last week, so I've only used it a couple of times. Over here I've got a couple of shoe boxes with that one's got experiments in it. So if I've tried something out and I want to keep it for reference, either because it went well or because it went badly or something like that, I keep it in there. And this one is full of ephemera that I can use in my art journaling. There's my lamp. I wanted a daylight bulb. That's my daylight bulb, so that I wouldn't have the artificial light here because I've got no window. But because this is a dimmer lamp and you're not supposed to use a dimmer lamp with an environmentally friendly bulb, I can't use it in there, so I'm going to have to get a new lamp. I've got my desk tidy, and I've just got some baby wipes there, but then that's not where they're supposed to go. I've got my stationery here and my Egyptology Filofax. I've got my papyrus, which was my parents' present for me when I graduated from middle school into high school. I've got my Egypt calendar from 2011 when I went to Egypt in 2010. I bought that in the courtyard in front of the Seti, the first temple at Abydos. There's a little fact for you. There is something that I made with a hieratic stamp and distress inks and things, and this area is supposed to be for storing things that I'm currently working on with my Egyptology, so folders that I'm using, books that I'm reading, but as you can see it is a dumping ground, and so is my desk because I haven't cleared it. This is what it looks like after a project when I haven't finished tidying up, because I finish late at night and I've got to go to bed, or because I can't be bothered, or because I'm lazy. Yeah. This is the next shelf up. It isn't finished. I don't even know what I've got in here. I think, let me have a look. Oh, it's stuff that my friends in America have sent from me for either swaps or racks, and it's stuff that I don't want to use because it's so pretty and because I'll never be able to use it again, and once it's gone, it's gone. Things like stickers and things. I absolutely love them, but I don't want to use them because I won't be able to use them again if, you know, I've used it once, it's gone. So I want to keep them close and keep them safe. So they're in this pretty box. And then I've got my bumpy stickers from Paperchase, such as you can see on the tin here, that are the same. Once they're gone, but also I don't use them because they're too bumpy to put in a notebook or a Filofax. I've got pretty sticky notes from I've forgotten the company. I did a blog post on them. That it was a sample sent to me. They're so pretty. It will probably come back to me. I've got a pretty box. I've got a painting I painted, and these are sort of like smash things in here. I've got some pictures of vintage cameras that my mum gave me for Christmas. I've got my mulberry binder and my compact raspberry chameleon, which I'm supposed to be setting them up, but I haven't. Some paper that I haven't put away, list pads from Paperchase, Sienna A5 Filofax, which, yeah, I'm not putting things away. Whoa! Sorry, my bookend fell on the floor. And there's some Martha Stewart post-it notes, which I don't want to use because they are now discontinued. I've got my Filofax hole punch, which is the KW Trio one, which I love. My fountain pens in an old Bunsen burner test tube holder. Bunsen burner. I mean, in an old wooden test tube holder. And I've got my two Domino Filofaxes, which contain spare A5 inserts, and my original Patent Fuchsia Filofax in A5, which has my novel writing notes, but I'm going to be changing where I store them. Then on the top shelf I have this chest which contains spare stuff that I don't use very often, so like sponges and things that I haven't started using yet and I can grab out of there when I need to. Some folders with really old Egypt notes from about 9 or 8 years ago. which I really just keep for sentimentality. They are really not accurate compared to my university notes. And my language learning books. And this is my DIY jelly plate, which isn't very good, so I think what I'm going to do is chop it. As you can see, it's gone green. Chop it up, store it in a Tupperware pot, and when I want to reuse it, I will put it in a good container, melt it back down, and it will be as good as new. My clock, which is quite a revelation because until now it has been resting on my desk, and my dad, he just hasn't got round to putting it up, so I had to put it up with a temporary hook. This is my lovely chair, which my mummy upholstered for me. This might turn into a two-part video. My mummy, my mum, she has been doing upholstery for about 6 months, and she upholstered this one for me, and I love it, and it's gorgeous. So that's the chair that I've just started using. I used to have a director's chair here, but this is brilliant for this. Then I have my shelving unit, but firstly I want to show you this one. This is my favourite. Let me just climb over stuff. As you can see, there is a lot of stuff on my floor, a lot. I'm just going to climb backwards so you can see. This is called an 11, hold on, 3, 6, 10 drawer. I thought it was 11, but it's 10. 10 drawer tower unit. Rainbow tower unit. I used to work in a shop that sold these, which is actually where I bought this, so I know what it's called. It's a rainbow tower unit because it's all rainbow colours. And I got it for a lot cheaper than Hobbycraft sell it because they think their deal of £60 is a good deal when I got it for £40. Anyway, so this is where I store the majority of my crafting stuff. It's so useful and I love it. On the top I have my Big Shot with a couple of fairies because I haven't put them back where they're supposed to go. When some people who have brilliant, just drop them on the floor. When some people who have these brilliant craft rooms go around their craft room and they say, oh, this is my cutting station, this is my this station, this is my that station. I'm like, you have a specific area for each specific thing. You have such an amazing craft room. But this is like my die cut station because it originally went up there and that's where I stored it, but because I've got such weak pathetic arms I couldn't actually pick it up and put it on my desk. So now this is where I keep it. On top of my tower unit I'm going to have a tie that means that this tower unit won't come away from my shelf because it is a bit wobbly and this is so heavy that I don't want it to fall over. So this is my Big Shot. You might think, oh, I've seen Big Shots before. It's so hard to remove that. There's nothing special about it, but I was trying to cut some leather, no, emboss some leather, and I put my my ruler embossing folder through, and I didn't realise, but it wasn't embossing properly because the leather was so thick. It broke my folder, which I don't mind because I can just push it back together, but it also broke the hinge of my extended platform, and the plastic shattered and the rods came off and all that stuff. So I unscrewed it, I took out all the bits and bobs that keep it together, and I actually prefer it like this because instead of having to then have if I want to use, say, platform 1, have it hanging down like this, it means that I can just take it off and take that bit off and then add it back on. So that's really useful, and I've labelled them so I know which is the top, the middle and the bottom, so because I get confused over the fact that number 2's on top and number 1's in the middle, so I've labelled them. So I love this thing. Now this is what's in my drawer unit. In the top are my wobbly scissors and my punches. I think that's all that's in there. In the second drawer I have embossing folders, dies. I only have a few dies, so it's my lovely Tattered Florals by Tim Holtz.